Hi there, it's April 10th and time for Proverbs 10. Now today we start the actual Proverbs of Solomon. The previous 9 chapters were prep, okay? All about wisdom, what it is, how it works, how we know that following the Lord and fearing the Lord is first, right? To get wisdom, because wisdom is Jesus, right? Jesus is wisdom personified. So, oh Lord, these are the actual sayings of Solomon, okay? It said that he wrote over 3,000 of them, okay? And they just have some of them on here. But so let's start the actual Proverbs of Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon, right? A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother, right? Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. I like the righteous. We always take the righteousness and put them in green, right? Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value. That's true. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Right? And you don't have to have too much money to be wealthy. You can have just enough, everything you need, and that's wealth. Right? He who gathers crops in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. Right? They have no use for lazy people. Right? Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. The name of the righteous is used in blessings. Right? Up here. Genesis 48:20. But the name of the wicked will rot. Right? And they do. The wise in heart accepts commands, but a chattering fool comes to ruin. Right? Chattering fool. The foolish in talk shall be beaten, it says. A construction. Okay? That's important. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out, right? There's a lot of people that have been cheating for a long time, and they are being found out right now. Right? And they don't like it. Whoever winks maliciously causes grief, and a chattering fool comes to ruin. More of that. Chattering fools. People that talk too much. Oh, we heard say they shall be beaten. 11. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. 12. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers all wrongs. Yeah. Love covers all wrongs. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, but a rod is for the back of one who has none. Right. Discerning means you can tell the good from the bad. You just get a feeling. You know what to stay away from. The wise store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool invites ruin. You store up knowledge? That means keep reading the Bible over and over. Right? The wealth of the rich is their fortified city, but poverty is the ruin of the poor. There's a note over here. And so maketh him bold to do evil, whereas poverty bridleth the poor from many evil things. Right? If you're poor, you can't get into as much trouble as a rich person can, right? The wages of the righteous is life, but the earnings of the wicked are sin and death. Right? Not where you want to go. Okay, this is life everlasting. Right? Whoever heeds discipline shows the way to life, but whoever ignores correction leads others astray. Whoever conceals hatred with lying lips and spreads slander is a fool. It's a gossip, okay? That's invented slander over here, all right? And to make up stuff, gossip, rumors, all right? Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent hold their tongues. In many words that cannot want iniquity, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. That's a very wise saying. You can't talk your way out of trouble, right? The prudent hold their tongues, right? Know when to keep your mouth shut, which is most of the time, right? Tongue of the righteous is choice silver, but the heart of the wicked is of little value. Mm-hmm. Lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of sense, right? The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it, right? That's no sorrows, meaning that all worldly things bring care and sorrow, whereas they feel the blessings of God have none, right? The Lord's blessings bring wealth. There's no painful toil. You don't have to worry about it, right? Worldful wealth always goes away. Things rust and decay. Right? 23. A fool finds pleasure in wicked schemes, but a person of understanding delights in wisdom. Right. Right. I like that. Person of understanding delights in wisdom. What the wicked dread will overcome them. What the righteous desire will be granted. Right. The people that are wicked are always looking over their shoulders. They're always worried about being found out. And sooner or later they do. That worry ages you very quickly. When the storm is swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous will stand firm forever. Right. 26 has vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so are sluggards to those who send them. Right. Put somebody in charge of something that has no idea what they're doing. They're lazy. 27, the fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. It's not really living, right? The prospect of the righteous is joy, right? But the hopes of the wicked come to nothing, right? Because they're wicked. Right? 29, the way of the Lord is a refuge for the blameless, but it is the ruin of those who do evil. The way of the Lord is a ruin to those who do evil. The righteous will never be uprooted, but the wicked will not remain in the land. From the mouth of the righteous comes the fruit of wisdom. Right? But a perverse tongue will be silenced. The lips of the righteous know what finds favor, but the mouth of the wicked only what is perverse. Right? There you go. It's the beginning of that was a proverb. Now let's take all these righteous and put them together. Right? We're seeking righteousness. Right? Ill-gotten treasures have no value, but righteousness delivers from death. Okay? The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry. Blessings crown the head of the righteous. The name of the righteous is used in blessings, right? It's in Genesis 47:20. Memorial of the just shall be blessed. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life. Right? Find a righteous person who says kind things and is wise, knows when to be quiet, doesn't spread gossip. You want to listen to somebody like that, right? The wages of the righteous is life, but the earnings of the wicked are sin and death. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, but the heart of the wicked is little value. The lips of the righteous nourish many. Right? What the righteous desire will be granted. When the storm is swept by and the wicked are gone, but the righteous stand firm forever. Prospect of the righteous is joy. Right? Joy is not happiness. Joy is knowing how it ends, where you will end up forever. You can take joy in that nobody can take that from you. Right? The righteous will never be uprooted. From the mouth of the righteous comes the fruit of wisdom. Right? The lips of the righteous know what finds favor. Okay? Righteous. Lots of righteous in here. You could take all these righteous sayings and put them together in one volume. You would have a chapter all by itself. Right? And highlight too much other stuff. Hatred stirs up conflicts, but love covers all wrongs, all trespasses. Right? Jesus said, love your enemies. Right? What good does it to love those who love you? Even evil people do that, right? What good is it to feed people you love? Even evil people do that. Jesus said that. Love covers all wrongs. That's a tough one, right? Whoever conceals hatred with lying lips and spreads slander is a fool. It says invented slander over here. That's gossip, rumors. Did you hear what so-and-so did? Did you see him do it? Oh, but so-and-so said you're spreading slander and gossip, right? Conceals hatred with lying lips. 19 is highlighted. Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent hold their tongues. What? He that refraineth his lips is wise. If you can't just keep piling lies on top of lies, okay, it'll never end. The prudent keep their mouth shut. Okay? A person of understanding delights in wisdom, right? A fool finds pleasure in wicked schemes, but a person of understanding, a righteous person, delights in wisdom. Where do you get wisdom? It's in the Bible, okay? All wisdom is in the Bible. Okay? Listen to what God says over what man says every time, okay? There you go. That's Proverbs 10, in the beginning of the Proverbs of Solomon, the actual saying. Good stuff in here. And we're going to collect all these righteous sayings. Right? Oh, there you go. Then later, I think we're in chapter 10 or 11 in Luke, in our Through the New Testament in a Year. We do that in the afternoons. Give us a like if you think about it. But until tomorrow, we'll continue with Proverbs. See ya.